Hello everyone, this is Mini Ninjas speaking. Not hopping into a retro ninja gaming oddly enough, but actually a bit of a Let's Play series, which should be a nice little short run, of a PC-based Rockman game that came out quite some time back at this point, but with a slight twist. This is actually a modified version of the Rockman 7 Famicom PC port. Technically the word port is used loosely there, but the twist is the playable character has been changed to this. As you can probably guess from the title of this particular video, we're not going to be playing as Mega Man / Rockman, but rather we're playing the housekeeper. That's right, we're actually playing as Roll for this particular series of videos here. So what the modification is, I believe Kappa's was the name that popped up earlier, did is he took all of the Mega Man based sprites that were in this game, minus the introduction and I believe ending in this case, and has replaced him entirely with Roll. In various creative ways, I might add, which we'll take a look at once we're a little closer into the game itself. Oh, I'm mistaken. At least during the intro, Rockman has been removed. There's Roll right there. But yeah, not Rockman 7, we're playing Roll here. So let's begin. Alright, we're gonna start off with one of the original available ones, Freeze Man. And as you can probably notice based on the Famicom Switch there, in the original Super Nintendo title you could only access 4 Robot Masters at first, then have to do a middle stage, I believe is the Robot Museum. But in this case we have access to all of the playable characters, all of the bosses from the get-go. In terms of how exactly this differs here, well, for starters, you can see obviously we have Roll on the screen with her classic style dress. By class I mean based off her first appearance before they changed it around. I believe it was Mega Man 7 or actually Mega Man 8 off the top of my head. And in how she controls, effectively it's closer to your later end Mega Man 5, Mega Man 6 style Mega Man. In which of course you've got your chargeable shot, your basic slide motion. It's effectively what you expect out of your Famicom fare. But of course with a combination of, I believe, new and slightly edited graphics in order to fit the Mega Man mold here. Now that I think about it, while we're here, to go over some of the general changes from not only the Famicom changeover, but also for this particular modification. In this case, you don't actually have... One second. For some reason, I was just forgetting Rush's name for a second there. You don't have Rush as your playable helper here, but actually, just for a change of pace, you're actually allowed to use the otherwise Game Boy only Tango as your kind of assist character, for the most part, taking over Rush's general role for the course of this game here. Of course, the other thing to just generally notice, you probably noticed from the intro, everything still is in the original Japanese thing. There's a, or Japanese language. There is no translation, and here's a here's Tango in action, which, by the way, as you notice, Roll's dress has changed to the Rockman 8 dress there. And also the letters, now that I look at it, also are probably spell out Roll instead of beat or something like that. And, I'm sorry, where was I again? As you can see now, just as a hint of things to come, Roll actually gets different dresses depending on what power-up she's using at the time. Tango has taken the place of Rush for the course of this game, although you still have Right Tot around, and you still have Flip Top, aka Eddie, around in their standard getup there. And where applicable, the cutscenes will be in the Japanese language, because while I imagine there is an English version, I missed my jump there, while there is an English translation somewhere or other, it isn't actually applied to this particular modification or hack at this point. And if there is, I honestly don't know where to find it anyway. I'll just have to come back for the exit module later on. Anyway, at this point, we're getting closer on. Oh, probably just as a tie-in back in the original games, the color of the E-tanks and general effects for items like, actually, now I think about the 1-up icons as well, would reflect the color of whatever Mega Man's palette was at the time there. So since Roll is primarily wearing red for the most part, it fits in with her red color scheme. Alright, trying to think of, in this case, anything else I need to bring up. No, those are probably the major changes I can think of right off the top of my head. I'm listing just those off because technically I have actually played the original Rockman FC in its original format there, but I haven't done so in quite some time, so even now my memory's a little bit rusty as we have Freezeman here. Generally speaking, Freezeman does feel a little bit easier than his original Super Nintendo counterpart, just because obviously with the larger graphics that were applied for the original Super Nintendo game, we have a little more room to work with when it's been reduced to the 8-bit format there. That's not necessarily to say he's a cakewalk, of course, but still. Generally, it's an easier time getting around, and it's just kind of getting used to the old 8-bit ice physics that is causing a bit of issue here. Taking a few unnecessary hits, really. And oh yeah, I forgot, the wall bounce for the ice is a bit of a thing, which will freeze you on the way over. Kinda like that. That's embarrassing, ladies and gentlemen. I really should have won that. Alright. Let's see, going into perfect health here. I know what I did wrong there, so it's just a matter of not repeating it. Got an issue there, standing too close to the wall. No problem, we can fix that. Generally speaking, for how his pattern works, Freezeman will always jump whenever you're about to fire him, unless he's already in the middle of another action. In which case, he'll just finish whatever he's doing and then just go along his merry way. So especially if he's somewhere getting closer to the corner, like what I just demonstrated there, you generally don't want to shoot at him, and you want to make sure that you can just jump over him easily, which I am not doing a great job of demonstrating right now. In this case, the fight, it's actually better to stay out of the corners by a good margin, and to try to time his attack, which I am doing a terrible job at. I am dying again, aren't I? I may have not played this game for a while, ladies and gentlemen. This is not going well. Alright. Give me a second to fix things up. I'll be right back. Alright, one slight tweak to the controls. Third time should be the charm here. Because seriously, Freezeman is not that hard. It's a very easy boss. It's very easy to manipulate. It's like, as long as you're not shooting him while he's running, he won't jump over your shots and shouldn't be able to dodge anything. You just attack him when he's attacking you, basically, and keep out of the corners. This is how this fight works. So there's, aside from maybe a little bit of messiness with the ice physics on the ground, there's really no good reason to lose there. Not twice. And definitely not 3 times. So we're not going to let that happen again. Alright, so far everything going well. And everything went well. This is much better. This is nice. Winning is nice, ladies and gentlemen. So we get the new power, and as you can just get the glimpse at, which we'll get a better look at just about now, the multiple costumes we're going to be getting for the various powers are actually based off the Mega Man Powered Up, or Rockman, extra downloadable costumes for Roll from that particular PSP game. So that's it for this particular video here. We have Santa. Yeah, actually we have Santa Roll right now. And we'll be progressing with the next one in hopefully a much less painful video for next time. Until then, see y'all later.